Hey guys, Cucullin here, and today I'm not doing the little 10 to 15 second clip of the episode because I just about couldn't find anything that wouldn't be a major spoiler. If you want to know if you should watch this episode, yes. Yes, 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 yes. So much yes. Basically the best episode the season has had so far. Basically one of the best episodes of any anime I've ever seen. So I'm putting the spoiler flag up right here because I'm going straight into this craziness. So get ready. So we started the episode where we left off the last one with Hirokawa confronting the humans and putting across his point of view, which was the fact that humans are the parasites on the earth really. That the parasites aren't so bad, like they know what they're doing, whereas the humans consider themselves better than every other form of life on the planet, which is pretty horrible, I guess. But at the same time, he tried to say that parasites deserve to be on top of humans, which is kind of messed up. I would have thought if he had said parasites and humans could like find a middle ground and help together, but oh well. He just basically said humans were killing the earth and they needed to be culled, like killed by the millions, just to make sure that the rest of the world could survive, because the humans are damaging the earth so badly. Which is a true fact. We have been raping the earth pretty badly. But, you know, ouch. He got the shit blown out of him by the army guys who just would not listen to his point of view, obviously. And it turned out, big spoiler warning, but I already gave you the flag, he was human. He was a human planning on becoming prime minister and like helping the parasites to murder all the other humans and take their rightful place on top of the hierarchy. I mean, that made me go crazy. That was awesome. His whole speech where he was talking about how horrible we are to nature and how we're the parasites on the earth, that was awesome. I loved every second of it. And then when it turned out he was a human, my God, my mind was so blown. When they shot him with the shotguns, I was like, okay. It's going to turn out he has multiple parasites too, and he's just going to walk away from this, right? And then the blood appeared, and I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. And then his face didn't shrink down. And I was like, wait a minute, no way. And then when they finally confirmed it going over to him and being like, this guy's a human, I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. So Hirokawa was an amazing character. And then Goto continued his badassery. Went around killing all the other army guys that were around. He killed the big boss army guy. He managed to completely chop off his head and drop it down in front of the rest of the soldiers, which is a pretty flashy way to do things. I liked it. And the whole time he was fighting the badass army dude who always thought he had the upper hand, he was like explaining to him why he does what he does and how rationally he thinks while he's fighting. The line that Goto said through this episode was that he lives to fight. He knows that's his purpose now. He was talking about how Reiko was always questioning Parasyte's purpose of existence, and he knows his, and he just wants to fight. So he is the warrior among the parasites, and he's quite happy to take up that mantle. Which actually makes Goto quite a cool idea. I mean, he's been quite fair to the humans so far in the way he fights. He gives them an opportunity to damage him. He explains to them what he's doing before he kills them to give them a chance. I mean, yeah, he's quite honourable in the way that he fights. He's just way too overpowered for most humans. So I wouldn't really say he gives them a fair fight. He just gives them a good fighting chance. And I mean, that was only the first half of the episode, which was amazing as it was. And I also want to draw attention to one line that the big badass army guy said as he was ascending the staircase running away from Goto. What he said was how ironic it is that we've lost our advantage due to a man-made structure. Talking about the fact that Goto moves around the building like much easier than they can. Like he can go on the ceilings, the walls, anything. He can flail out his limbs and like pull himself forward, all that kind of shit. And they can't do that, obviously. We're ruled by gravity. And that's kind of been the theme of this episode. Like, the guy was basically saying, humans done goofed. There's so many humans at this point that we're killing ourselves. And we're killing the rest of the earth with us. And it kind of made me think, from the way they were talking about how shitty humans are and how they brought this upon themselves, it made me wonder if there isn't somebody out there who created the parasites to complete this plan of getting rid of a big amount of humans to save the earth. which would be very cool. And yeah, I just thought that was a cool thing. I wanted to draw attention to that. So on to the second half of the episode, where we saw Shinichi having PTSD all over the place. Like everybody he saw around him on the street starting to look to him like Goto, and he woke up from a nightmare and he was getting ready to say his goodbyes, and it was all sweet. He was basically saying bye to his dad. He was saying he was going to see his mom soon. It was all really sad. And then he went to see Murano. And I've always hated Murano. If you've watched any of my reviews, you know I found her to be a bit of a waste of space. And this episode, she really stepped up. Like, Shinichi got a bit creepy with her. He started hugging her way too tightly. That would be the kind of point where the Murano in the past would have run the hell away and said something like, "Oh, Shinichi's such an idiot. He's not the guy he used to be. Boo." But, I mean, this Murano realized there was something wrong with Shinichi, and she decided to help. She went to find him in the park where she knew he would be, and invited him to have a chat, and it was good. Like, she's grown as a character as well. It's rare to see what I had considered a background character for so long, grow to that level. And it is good, because it's something that had been messing up the storyline for so long for me, was her constantly just doing the same thing of, "Oh, I love you. Oh, he's acting a bit different. I hate you. You're not the same." And back and forth. But now she's realized he is different. She has to get over it. This is who he is now, and she realized something was wrong with him and went to help him. And they boned. Shinichi lost his virginity. High five to the man. Yeah, this scene was actually really, really sweet. It was like so nicely animated with the blue light, and it was just so sweet. And it just shows you that the power of boners is truly stronger than anything else. As soon as he was done, banging, I said a bang, a bangity bang. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang. Anyway, as soon as they were done with that, he just said, "I'm going to live no matter what. Like, no matter what, I'm going to live through this, no matter what I have to do." Because, he wants to hit that again. That's understandable. No, it's because he loves Murano, and that's sweet. But, yeah, this episode was amazing. It didn't even quite end on a cliffhanger. It was good. It had a nice, complete ending where I want to see the next episode because I know he's going to go fight Goto, but I'm not like, "No, don't end it there." I'm like, this is a good ending. I'm okay with that. I like this ending. And so, damn, Parasyte really stepped it up this episode. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. That's the first 10 out of 10 I've ever done. Probably going to be the only one for a long time. Maybe until the final episode of Parasyte, or the next episode of Parasyte, or the final episode of Death Parade. I don't know. Amazing episode, 10 out of 10. Can't wait to see the next one. So yeah, I hope you liked it. Leave a comment to let me know what you thought about the episode, because I would love to hear that and start a discussion, because damn, my mind is so swelled right now by everything that happened in that episode. Yeah. Leave a comment, like, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time.